Hi guys, it's Shirley Riley with KLBJ and the band Wild Rivers. Hi guys.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
How are you doing today?
We're doing great. We are kind of hot. Got some tacos in us, and we're excited to play some music.
Yeah, we're excited to listen to you guys. I am. I definitely am. I'm going to be going to your set. Are you prepared for the ass sweat? It was you specifically. I think I saw the video on TikTok.
You know, you can never really be prepared for ass sweat, but I do have Vaseline somewhere in on my person at all times, so I guess in that way I'm prepared, but it's never something, you're always surprised.
Yeah, no, the only time I ever had it really bad was Houston. Luckily, it's really bad there.
Yeah, it's terrible there. That's what it's known for. I think that's part of the city slogan.
Butt sweat, Texas. Yeah,
Where the
basically.
ass sweats.
That was at Red Rocks, right? Where you said that, I think?
We were actually in Canada, weirdly enough, where we're from, in Ottawa Blues Fest, a big festival there. And yeah, I don't know, I talk about it like privately with the band all the time, and we posted a video about it, and now I'm talking about it to you. So now
I was also sweating at Red Rocks too.
Yeah.
No,
your asses can sweat anywhere. It's incredible.
No,
Yes.
don't worry. I have hell to give to everybody.
Omnipresent. Yeah.
Have you gotten any better at tennis?
Oh no, that's our drummer James, who was bad at.
drummer.
Yeah.
My bad.
I'm
But
sick
Andrew
at
does
tennis.
suck at tennis too.
I'm a good pickleballer. Getting into that. Pretty bad at tennis too, but
Tennis is hard. That's the harder one.
yeah, for sure.
I can't do it. I saw a video of you on TikTok, and you had recently smoked, and you were on the dating apps. That was so funny, and it's like, if I ever get back on the apps, that's exactly how I'm going to be doing it.
Honestly, it was a dark period where I just needed to make it fun for myself until I eventually realized that the apps, they're not for me. But it did make it more fun, so I recommend smoking and going on dating apps to just bring a little joy into the process.
I feel like only the worst people are on dating apps, I
Exactly.
swear. Is it hard meeting people on tour?
You know, we are all in happy relationships now, but I remember we had a conversation, me and Andy had a conversation a couple tours ago where we're all talk a big talk. We're single, we're going to go on tour and have so much fun. And it is hard meeting people on tour because you're in a little group. Andrew said, did you ever think we'd get on a bus and meet less people and have less of a rock star life? And I was like, yeah, it's crazy because at 1 a.m. every night, everybody packs up into the bus and we just travel around in our little pack of 10 people and don't really see other people. It's a funny, weird existence.
I don't think any of the rock stars were telling the truth.
Yeah.
I think it was all fake stories. I don't know how anyone has the energy to be meeting hoes and
I wouldn't have the energy for it, especially after something with this heat, and there's no
sweaty
way.
ass.
Exactly. Who wants to get in on this ass sweat?
Yeah. As you can see, we're broadcasting our best selves, people.
Well, I'm
so
not wearing pants. So.
I think it's not our it's now we're making the bet ourselves.
Maybe
with the ass
this is
sweat.
why we're not meeting people on the road.
Yeah.
Well, that
Because
takes
the questions you're asking us, God damn it.
I bet you didn't expect. You didn't expect
that
this.
was unexpected. You're right.
I guess we could talk about your music if you wanted.
We don't have to.
Well, I actually am curious because Sidelines is 3 years old now, I believe. And you guys had a whole long thing talking about how you learned so much about yourselves through creating that. And, during COVID. Was that during COVID? No.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
So I'm curious, what did you guys learn about yourselves? Did you guys get, your bond grow stronger? What was that like, creating that album?
I think we started it right as COVID started, and we tried to do it remotely for a little while. I think we learned it's nice to all be in one place together making music.
We learned that deadlines are good, because we did it remotely and had a lot of things. We spent a year and a half really working on the record, which is too long. Which is you lose sight. It becomes less fun, and you can question everything. So, our next record we made in 2.5 weeks in the desert, and just that was the timestamp of what it was. Learned a lot of technical stuff about mixing and making a record because we ended up kind of producing it mostly ourselves. yeah, it was like a really hard record to make, but like an important and meaningful one to make too.
That leads me to my next question, actually. What song on the new album, Anyways I Love You, are you most proud of? Do you guys have specific ones for each of you, or is it a general consensus, we love this song?
I feel like Anyways I Love You was a really fun one to record because we mostly did that in one room together. And I think that's another thing we learned was because Sidelines, we had to record one element at a time and email them to each other and put them all together at the very end. And it was hard to have a vision of how things were going to sound as a finished product. So we wanted to do the opposite. And with Anyways I Love You, we were all just in a room playing all the instruments together. I was in a little closet to like get the vocal isolation, but we arranged it ahead of time and then we pressed record, and it was really cool to see it just come to life in front of our eyes and not have to go back and edit a million things and just be like, this is the song, and it sounds just like it does on the stage. And it's really cool, the lessening the gap between like what you hear in your head and what is in the recording.
That's awesome. I checked it out, and you guys, I love that song. Very good. I also noticed on there that you guys talk about having like how to push through, having like no willpower, or having like creative blockage. How would you say you guys push past that? If there's like, you know, having deadlines and stuff like you mentioned earlier, like what do you do to push past that?
For me, I think writer's block, or whatever people like to think of it as, I think it's, for me, when I'm just not ready to admit something to myself, that's when I don't know what to say. So having that realization kind of forces me to be like, okay, clearly I need to journal or go to therapy or have hard conversations and untangle the things that are blocking me inside from creativity, because I think if you're not connecting with yourself, then you're not going to be creating something authentic. So it's kind of a hard realization of like, okay, this is on you. This is not like waiting for inspiration to drop from the sky. It's like you have to do a little more work before you can make something meaningful.
I do think you guys are a very authentic band. Your music is really powerful, and I feel like it speaks to me very much.
Thank you.
I respect what you guys are doing. And final question. It's a silly one. It's a fun one. Biggest pet peeves, each of you?
Like of each other?
No, just in
just
general.
in general. Okay.
I wouldn't make you guys shade each other right now.
Okay.
It can be if that comes to mind.
Well, coincidentally. No, biggest pet peeves.
I've got a kind of elitist music-y one that, like, when you show someone a song or when say listen to this and they play it out of their iPhone speaker, that kills me inside because it sounds so bad. And they're like, this is great. And there's an opportunity. So there's a Bluetooth speaker right here. We can connect to that. Or here's headphones.
Also, if you're sending someone a song, don't listen to it in front of me right away.
That's a tough one as well.
You know, it's like take it away and have a little moment with it. But I don't need to watch you live react to listening to my song. It makes me want to shrivel into a ball, personally.
Anything for you?
Having a hard time.
Andrew
really
hates having his phone charged.
Yeah, that's true. My phone is rarely charged. The only thing that came up, because I thought we were talking about pet peeves of each other.
Nobody suggested that.
He really has something he wants to say. What is it?
I have this massage ball that I bring on tour with me. And it's just for, like, if you get stuck in the van and you get kind of, like, tight or something, to put it there. And Cal also gets stiff and stuff, so I lent him my massage ball. I walk in the room, and he's barefoot, just grinding his
I have
all
plantar
over it.
fasciitis.
You're literally so wrong for that. Get your own ball.
Also,
That's my pet peeve.
this is not a pet peeve. This is a bad thing that happened one time. This is an
I'll never
every time he
forget.
turns a
I'll never
corner.
forget.
This is one time.
Oh my God, I was not expecting that.
This is really just an opportunity for us to air out our grievances
I
with
do
each
feel
other.
a lot lighter
That
after
time you finished my leftovers? Yeah, let's talk
Yeah,
about that.
that's a pet. pet peeve is when Andrew's wearing the shirt he's currently wearing. It's ugly.
Yeah, let me just rile you guys up right before you go on stage. Yeah.
That's good. I apologize.
No, you're okay. You're okay, even though you definitely started it.
Yeah, I did.
Excited to see you guys play later. Thank you for coming and talking to me. Have a great set.
Thank you.
I never know
Thank
how to
you.
end these things.
That works. Thank you. That was fun.